Warning. Nikolai knows where you live. Legalize NICO'S Nextbots. GMT's a dumbass on God.
Today I want to talk about the difference between the boombox radios from NICO'S Nextbots and Evade. There's been a lot of build-up and a lot of hype for the boombox coming to NICO'S Nextbots that on release, this thing looks crazy good compared to any of the other radios I've seen from not just Nextbot games, but any f***ing game that is. It's like 4 in the morning, I'm very sleep deprived, but let's get into the video. There is a huge difference off the bat from the radio in Evade that you'll see compared to the radio that you meet up with inside of NICO'S. To put it into easier terms for you guys to understand, NICO'S Nextbots boombox is like the Tinder profile picture, and then Evade is the actual person you see on the IRL date. So we're actually gonna hop into both of the games and kind of just check them out one by one. Okay, so right off the bat, we actually have to open up the backpack inside of NICO'S Nextbots in order to access the boombox. So let's hit the B button. Ooh, I love that sound effect. I love that sound effect. We got the boombox right here. Let's put her on. We got like a crystallized version of the boombox here. It looks like a metallic baby blue. So we got a couple of things to look at here with the boombox UI. The colors surrounding this UI, by the way, it's not just a color scheme here. It doesn't go from just pink to blue. This is actually used for the music later. It's reactive. We can open up the control panel, and this allows us to actually pause, skip, or rewind through your boombox, which is really cool. And this button right here, the check mark, is the button you use to actually play the IDs. So let's say if you put an ID, for example. I have no idea what that is, by the way. You can put it in, and you can keep it in there without actually having to play it if you don't want to. But once you hit the check mark, then it'll go ahead and actually play the music. So if we go to the soundtracks here, if you don't have music, we have all of the music here that is actually provided by Nico Patty, or we got Ugly Burger's music in here. We have music also from other people here. We got stuff from Rab, The Internet, IB or LB66 Master, NCO, Being. These guys got the weirdest f***ing names. We also have music in here from Prism, which is right here, Prisvex. I actually have a video that I did with him that's coming out soon. Here's a snippet. So let's just go ahead and pick a song real quick. We'll click the one I Know by Prisvex. So you can click it, and this is a preview of the song, but remember we have to hit the check mark button, and this will actually play it. There's a few things to look at here, okay? So number one, the radio itself. You can see that the radio has effects on it. We got music notes coming off of it. We have the bass blowing out from the radio, which is really cool. Some light blue aesthetic effects. Then we have the HUD of the boombox as well. Remember what I said before, guys? The back of the UI is glowing on the beat drops for the song, and the colors surrounding the UI is actually moving now in RGB color. And another thing to note as well is the animation of our character. Our head bops on the beat drop as well, which is really cool. So they went all out with the boombox here. It's really awesome. And if you walk around it, it still does it. You do a little head bop with the music. This was hyped up for a long time inside of NICO'S Nextbots, and this just released in their Outbreak update, if I remember correctly, which was just a couple of days ago. If you guys haven't seen that video, go ahead and check her out. So yeah, this is the boombox inside of NICO'S Nextbots. Now let's go ahead and hop on over to Evade. In Evade, it's really fucking weird. In Evade, you can't remove the Nextbots, so that kind of sucks. We kind of have to go into a safe room real quick. Is there a safe room? Okay, so this is the boombox inside of Evade. The boombox in Evade is just this matte color. It's like a matte black color. And in order to play music on this, we actually have to open up our inventory, which is the number 2 on keyboard. And at the bottom, this is the UI. It's called the Boombox Song ID. This is where you put in the IDs for your songs, whatever it may be. And in order to play the music, you actually have to hit enter after you go ahead and put in the song ID. And that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and find an ID really quick, and we'll play it, and we'll see if anything pops up on our character like it does in NICO'S Nextbots. There we go.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky.
Okay, so I actually had to turn off the music so we could hear what the fuck I'm talking about. So the sound ID in Evade is it's pretty loud, and actually other people around you can hear it as well. I remember when we covered it in the boombox video, at first I said that people couldn't hear it, but people can hear it. So it's loud as hell for you, but it is a proximity for other people. So if you're far away from someone, they can't hear the boombox song that you're playing, but if you go up to them, then they can hear it. There's no animation with the character in Evade like there is in NICO'S Nextbots. Nextbots, no head bopping or anything, and then the HUD's kind of bland. This is the HUD. It's just the boombox song ID thing, and then it has, you know, you can't use loud audios or whatever. It'll result in a permanent ban. No one really follows that though. I hope you guys know. People play whatever the fuck they want all the time. And like I said before, that literally goes for any other game I've seen with a boombox. I think NICO'S just tops every single game that has thrown the boombox Game Pass into their game because they haven't fucked around with it like NICO'S has. I still love Evade. I'm not throwing any hate, but this is the game to compare it to since these are pretty much the two popular Nextbot games. I'm excited for the Evade overall update. We'll see if they do any radio changes then. But as of right now, guys, that's going to be it for me. My name's JMT, and I will see you in the next one. Master Chief, kill me.